So Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch successor videos, these really seem to make a lot of people angry. It seems to push a lot of people's buttons, and I don't know why. It's fun to theorize about future hardware. It's fun to theorize about future software, and it's fun to theorize what Nintendo is going to do next. PlayStation isn't releasing a console anytime soon. Xbox isn't releasing a console anytime soon. Hell, they're not releasing a game anytime soon. Oh, I'm sorry, Xbox people. They went after me yesterday for my Starfield video, but I 100% stand by it, and it's just an opinion. People seem to get lost in this sauce where it's like, this person gave an opinion that I don't agree with. This person's a horrible person. It's like, bro, it's an opinion about a video game. We all just need to calm down, pop a Xanax, smoke a blunt, do something. Whatever you do to calm down, calm down. It's a discussion. And I wasn't even going to make this video today, but something happened yesterday, which really was supposed to happen today, that just made me say, I have to talk about this. Because I made a video a couple days ago that was hit with a lot of scrutiny from Nintendo fans. Nintendo YouTubers were making reply videos to it, and you know, make sure my check's in the mail, boys. But I like to start discussions, and obviously I didn't start this discussion. I was kind of piggybacking off of what MVG discussed with his video on backwards compatibility with this next Nintendo system and how it's going to be a bit difficult, how it's going to be a bit hard to do just from a technological standpoint. And that's what he focused on in his video. And in my video, I focused on more of the consumer standpoint, more of looking at it from a business aspect. You got to remember here, and there's stuff that I want to talk about that I actually didn't mention in that video to sort of lead up to this. So that's why I'm making this video. You have to remember who developed, who created the Nintendo Switch. You have to look at the history of Nintendo. That was a product of Iwata, not Furukawa. Nintendo Wii, Nintendo DS, these more gimmick-based systems were a product of Iwata, not anyone else. Iwata was the one coming up with these ideas. So when it comes to this next system, right now Nintendo and, you know, Nintendo as a company is sort of resting on the laurels. They're resting on the success of what Iwata brought to the table. Yes, there were failures like the Wii U, but when it comes to the Nintendo Switch, this is a product of Iwata. It's not a product of Furukawa. We really don't know much about Furukawa. If you take how Nintendo has handled some situations with the Nintendo Switch and looking at it from a business perspective, as Furukawa is obviously a business person first, not a gamer first like Iwata was, it's a very different Nintendo company. And obviously this is going to be a system that was not done with Iwata. Whatever this system is, assuming it's a Switch, like let's clear the air on this too. I want it to be a Switch with more power that plays my old Switch games and plays them better. But I want something, all because you want something doesn't mean that's what it's going to be. That doesn't mean that's what it's going to be. And when you look at Nintendo, I can't help but feel they're the company, they're the people that say, time and time again, we need, when we're gonna do new hardware, it needs to be innovative. It needs to be something different. And I'm sorry, but a Nintendo Switch with more power, called the Nintendo Switch 2, a Super Nintendo Switch, that plays your old games and also plays new games, somehow, some way, maybe cartridge prices will come down, maybe they'll have a new cartridge-based medium. Are they going to do a cartridge-based medium? Is it going to be disc-based? If it's disc-based, is it a hybrid? There's so many questions that go along with this. And that's where the discussion becomes fun. So I don't understand people getting angry about the discussion. And today, I'm filming this on March 9th. It's a big day for Nintendo Switch owners. We got Metroid Fusion on the Switch. Oh my God. I played that game for like an hour last night, and it just reminded me how good that is. I think that's my favorite 2D Metroid game. Because yes, RGT is a Metroid fan. I've been a Metroid fan since Metroid Prime, I would say. You know, I never played Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo until I was a bit older because I didn't have a Super Nintendo. But man, I would say that this is my favorite 2D Metroid. It's dark. You know, there's a really cool mechanic with the X's that you have to, you know, suck up and in, and the enemy designs are like super cool as well. It's a very dark game. It almost feels like Splatterhouse style enemies in a Metroid game. But that's not what the focal point of this video is. And you're probably wondering, what is the focal point of this video, RGT? You've been rambling for 5 minutes, but it's all setting everything up. Because there was other things I wanted to say, like the Iwata and Furukawa stuff. It's all setting everything up. Because what was one of the things that I said in my video? What was one of the things that I said? When you look at the best-selling Nintendo Switch game. It is a Wii U game. And if it had backwards compatibility, if the Switch had backwards compatibility with the Wii U, that would not be the case. Because people would just buy the old version of the game and get the DLC for that. Or something along those lines. A lot of best-selling games. Every game that was available on the Wii U that came over to the Nintendo Switch, or every game that was in a back catalog of a Nintendo system that came over to the Nintendo Switch sold pretty well. You know, when they brought over, you know, your Pikmins, when they brought over the other stuff, like, it's been selling all the Mario games. They sell astronomically well. Well, yesterday we got Mario, or today actually, we got Mario Kart 8 DLC. And obviously there's new tracks. There's a new character with Birdo, which was the first time that we have seen Birdo in this game. You have to remember, if you're not a Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack member, it costs $25 for this DLC. So since this game is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and it's a first-party Nintendo game, you rarely see the game on sale. I would say 90% of us watching this video probably bought that game at the $59.99 retail price. Well, let's take a look at this, folks. Because it looks like Birdo is not the only new character coming, because it looks like we're getting 5 new characters in this game. So we're adding new courses. This is, of course, coming to us from Oatmeal Dome, because I had to find my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe cartridge, because I was a physical guy, and, you know, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But you see you got Birdo here, and then you have 5 character slots. So 6 new characters, 48 new courses in a game. And you're going to tell me that Nintendo isn't going to re-release this game? They're not going to re-release this game and have it launch? You got to remember, this DLC wraps up in the end of 2023. You're going to tell me that it at least has the thought, if there's no backwards compatibility with this system. If there's no backwards compatibility with the system, then 100% this is what they're doing. But you're telling me Nintendo doesn't have the thought that this game sold ridiculously well. We've been adding in content to the game. There's 48 more courses. There's going to be a total of 6 brand new characters added into the game. We can't repackage this as like an Ultimate Edition. We can't do that on this next system and then sell it at $60, $70. It looks like it's going to be $70. You're going to honestly tell me that's not going to be... If I'm Nintendo, that's what I'm doing. Because I want money. I'm a business. I want to grow my business. I want to make more. I want to have more success. And if you get this super edition of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, whatever the hell you call it, available on day one on the system, because I can't play my old version, and yeah, you could still have your old Switch. You could still have your old cartridges and all that sort of stuff. That's not going to go away, but the focus is going to be on this new version of the game that probably has an additional mode or maybe an additional few courses or something like that. You're going to tell me that that's not a thought that Nintendo is having? That's not a discussion that's going on right now? I don't know, man. It seems a bit naive to me. When I saw this, I was just like, man, this just makes more and more sense for my case. And like I said, I hope it's not the case. God, people are so ridiculous. I want this system to be awesome. I want this system to be everything I wanted. I want a more powerful Switch that plays games better, that runs games better, that has more features, that allows for third-party games to come over easy, that has upscaling technology for my older games. That's what I want. That's what everyone wants. But you don't always get what you want. And with Nintendo, I'm sorry, but everyone's saying that backwards compatibility is a lock because of that stupid, like, that's ridiculous to me. You have to keep an open mind with this situation. And this is something that, I don't know, man. Nintendo's not your friend. I know a lot of Nintendo YouTubers like to think, oh, Nintendo's my friend. They love me. And, I mean, that's why I'm not a Nintendo YouTuber. What do you think about this, though? Put some likes on this video, man. People have been disliking my shit and getting angry. It's crazy because people are watching it. People are subscribing to the channel. Subs are going up. But it's like people are getting mad. It's like, bro, chill out. It's discussions. How long have you been here? I've been discussing things and theoretical things for many, many years now. It's kind of what we do here. And we review games. Sometimes I talk shit about Adam Sessler. All right, guys, I'm wrapping this video up. Let me know what you think of everything in the comments section down below. Thank you to everyone for watching this video. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.